Hello there. So I have decided to take you outside today for a little while because I often call myself a wanderer, and then all you see is my face in different rooms. Well, I suppose that's a kind of wandering as well, as I move around a lot, and just now I'm confined obviously to one place, which is also nice. It's nice to process, to get some rest and discover a place around you, especially if you're surrounded by nature like here. I really like finding my own places, and that was always the case even when I lived with this in the city. But in the city, it's like this big transformation from the city girl into the country girl, and that's not really the case, is it? But I'm definitely, in the last couple of years I started recognizing and kind of reminding myself how connected to nature I am. Aren't we all? But I grew up in a place that was kind of both. Maybe that's why I have these deep feelings for both sides. Because I grew up in a big city, big industrial city, but in an area that was very green and surrounded by woods. So it felt like a bit of a different place in the heart of a very very industrial, very dark and smoky and polluted place. So that was very interesting perspective. And I think people who grew up in different parts of that city had a very different experience and very different. They just saw a different face of the same city, and I think that's also what I love about big cities, that they can have different faces and they can have different layers that they reveal to you if you're willing to meet them halfway, in a way. And so does the nature, of course. And that's why I do like finding my places. I do like creating like a mental map of a place and seeing where, how your feelings change as you walk, as you reach certain corners of your mental map. I do love how this, you kind of co-create a place and mark it with your energy, with your memories and all sorts of things that happen as you walk. So yeah, I am a wanderer, but I don't always have to have a different, don't always have to be in a brand new place to see a difference and to discover something new. And I think that's the main point of the spirit of a wanderer, is to be able to see the same things with different eyes, really, as if for the first time. I think that's one of the main points of that exploration, to always have a different eyes. And today is such a strange day, and I have trouble recording, and since yesterday things don't quite go as planned, so I have to work with what I have. And I did not sleep very well, although I slept too long for my standards. I think my body rebelled and decided that it's going to be 8 hours and not a minute less. And I kind of look nervously around, because even though I'm in the woods, I feel like there's just going to be like some kind of parade in a minute, just because I tried to record. And there are all sorts of sounds. I don't know, what is it? Is it a plane? Of course, For the countryside, it's very busy out there. So I woke up late, and as I said, that kind of sets the mood. If I wake up not as planned, I really feel like I have failed or something. And I have experienced recently this struggle with my dreams for some reason. People ask me if I record my dreams, if I have a journal. Of course I have. Of course I do. It's like the very basics of it, and I'm really into my dreams. I really make a point of remembering them, and maybe not always analyzing, because analyzing kind of implies this very intellectual exercise, while I think there's more to that. I think there's a lot. It's like with poetry, you can analyze a poem, but you can also feel it, you can live it, you can meditate on it, you can let it affect you and let it change you without necessarily dissecting it. So recently I had this problem that I have dreamt a lot. I can feel, I can I have this awareness. I wake up with this kind of like influx of information, but I don't remember anything, and it's so frustrating. It's like I just have lived a couple of hours that evaporated, and this also tends to dictate my mood for the rest of the day, because I don't know, I lack a sense of closure from it. I feel like I've missed some important clues on my path, or that I failed. Also, there is this feeling like I failed to remember my dreams. You can see a theme there, and a friend told me that if our subconscious really has something important to tell us, it will make sure we remember them, or it will just put it in front of us over and over until we get it. And that's getting really noisy. What's going on out there? Some rural activities. God damn it. Quiet. Can you hear it? I hope you can't hear it as well as I can. So I don't know. I hope that's true. I'll get the message once more. It's not quite frustrating. So it's been going on for, I don't know. I have to check if there's any reason for which it could be happening, and why maybe something's affecting me to kind of obscure this night vision. But it's been quite a path. Everything is a path. I don't know why I'm overusing this word. Oh, quiet, please. No? Okay. So yeah, it is definitely part of a journey. Definitely to chase your dreams, also in this sense, It often feels like I'm just living some parallel life when I go to sleep. And maybe, it's like the clues from the other world comes into this world and the other way around. So we kind of feed into each other. But yeah, I did feel, also there were funny things, like last night I had a dream that I was writing my dream down, and I had a dream that I must remember this. So I remember writing things down. And there were 2 words that I recalled from that, and so I definitely been trying to program myself into remembering it, because even my subconscious gets kind of obsessed with it. And then there was another thing when I found a note that I can't remember writing down. So that was also interesting. but of course I couldn't really make sense out of it because there were some random words written in the middle of the night. And I found that it's often if I wake up in the middle of the night, if I go back to sleep, it means I will have trouble waking up again. So I try to wake up when I wake up. I try to get up when I wake up, even if it's at, ridiculous time of night. Well, I think that if it's before 3 a.m., then I go back to sleep. But after that, I tend to just sometimes I get up. So, and then of course I regret my decision, but that's later. And my hands hurt now. So yeah, it's been an interesting dream journey for me recently. I hope I'll get my dreams back. Maybe there are some other things I could do. I have tried various herbs. Can't remember if something particularly works on me. I try to think about it. But there are things that are supposed to make you dream, and they just make me kind of sick. So I have to be careful. Anyway, I hope I'll remember my dreams tonight. I intend to.